McNeil. They have not beamed in yet. Obviously, our transporters are down. So, I'm going to go ahead and fill in some time right here while you guys are here. Thank you for coming out to Sheraton, making the walk. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to stay really still for pictures because I keep moving, and I'm going to stay right here. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll come over there. I'll stay right here first. Yeah. I usually start all my panels this way. I start with a photo op where I pose for this side of the room. And make sure they got good ones. Because I always move, and every photo is blurry if I keep moving, so. Even my mouth. If I could be a ventriloquist, it'd be even better.
Or just talk like this to you and not even move.
Okay, can I come on over here? Get this photo here. Alright. As you can see, I'm wearing a shirt from my new t-shirt company. It says Rock, Paper, Phaser on it right there. Okay. We have a table down at the bottom of the Marriott dealer's room, table C13. The name of the company is called Cosmic City. It's all sci-fi based t-shirts. And we have Star Wars based, we have everything else. And please come down and check out what we got. All right, so we've been told we do have the people here that we were expecting to see. So let me first bring out this gentleman was my best buddy on the show. He helped me out in the beginning when Ensign Kim was green as green can be. But throughout time, Tom Paris and Ensign Kim developed an excellent rapport with each other. And I hold him as one of my close friends in life also. Please, a warm round of applause for Robbie Duncan McNeil.
Did you guys know I'm from Atlanta? I've never done this show before. I'm from here. This is weird. I think we should all just have a big group dog pile right now. Just like a little bonding moment. Nice to see you guys. What? Yeah, Robbie's in the house! Alright, what else? What's going on? Did I interrupt something?
I'm wondering if you're a hologram, because this is 3 years in a row you were unable to make it. Finally, he's here, everybody!
Okay, Jared, we've got big work to do. There's someone very special. Just introduce her.
Do you want to sit down right here? Who? Kate Bell. Who? Why? Is Kate Bell in the audience at all? Kate Bell? Over there. Is that your hand up there? Okay. Raise your hand up again for RJ to see you. Okay. All right. Without further ado, I'd love to bring out the captain from our show, Captain Catherine Janeway, Kate Mulgrew.
The Voyager crew goes home. Ensign Kim, Lieutenant Paris, Captain Janeway, and a bunch of baby lizards. We're going home. I'm delighted to be here because I haven't seen Mr. McNeil in what?
Long time.
Thank you. I saw you at the crabs table last week.
All right, guys.
Do they all work? Yeah. What an amazing thing this is. Look at these ladies in the front row. Oh, well, that's Allison.
Alice in Wonderland?
It's Alice in Wonderland, of course.
That's beautiful, ladies. Beautiful.
Yeah, Robbie, you haven't been to this convention, but a lot of people dress up at this convention. And
I've seen some incredible costumes. I mean, you guys know when we do a TV show or movie or something, the costumes look great to you when you see it on screen, but when you're there, it's like there's duct tape and safety pins, and it's just a piece of crap, to be honest.
Oh, you have no idea.
And girdles and
right.
yeah, I wore a girdle. Go ahead, I'll say it.
I think you should tell these people about your life in the last 10 years because you've become a huge success in Hollywood, Mr. McNeil. You don't return my phone calls. Tell them what you're doing.
What am I doing? Okay, I do just a little show called Chuck. And you know what? I have to apologize. I was sitting with Adam Baldwin last night on set, who had to cancel. I'm sorry. I know.
Is he Chuck?
He's on Chuck.
He's on Chuck. Is he adorable? How old is he?
I wouldn't guess.
We'll talk later.
I don't want to go on record as saying how old he is, but I will say he likes large weapons.
He does.
I thought he was going to say something else.
I know you were thinking that. I know you were thinking that.
Does he really like large weapons? How unusual for a young man. Are you happy?
I'm very happy, thank you.
Because you look very well.
I do?
Of course, you were quite handsome when I first met you. As for you, Ensign Kim.
I was very young.
A couple of real knockouts, yeah, but you have maintained your beauty.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe they maintained your beauty. Which isn't to say that you haven't, Mr. Paris. But we were talking coming over about something that happened on the ship. I think you'll remember too, Gary.
Yes.
We were lost in the Delta Quadrant, right? Yes, I know. I missed the gas station. It's all my fault. But you know, we're lost for 7 years. That's a long time. And you know that we were starving to death. But oddly enough, the Voyager crew just kept expanding. We kept getting these scripts about, go down to hydroponics, get those beans, get those things. We have to survive. We're starving. And then Chakotay would keep smashing onto the bridge.
Each year we'd have to go in for costume fittings, at the beginning of the year, and every year they'd just let it out a little bit more.
Essence of mortification.
Girdles end up showing up in our trailers. Remember that? We were forced to wear girdles.
Yeah,
the men.
You were forced.
We were told.
It was part of my contract. And smashing my bosoms in, unlike another character.
What?
They did have a terrible problem with how we looked, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, whatever you say.
Why don't you just tell them the truth about your books and what you did? Huh?
Robert.
Why don't you tell them the
Kate
truth?
was just teasing me because, I sat down front, and by the way, I was driving the lost ship, so I probably had a little to do with us not getting home. But I would sit down front, and Kate would have these long speeches. She'd be walking around the bridge, philosophizing about
There's coffee in that nebula.
He really thinks he does splendid.
I do the best.
Well, that was my invitation to you too. I could do one of you. Yeah, roll, blow on.
No, I was just going to say that I often was kind of, the camera was photographing behind me, so I wasn't in the shot. So I developed a habit of reading books down front. And sometimes wouldn't quite be paying attention to
No, with your feet up on the console, with your stinky socks,
Yeah, I'd have my...
and your human glasses on,
Yeah.
right? Right. I'd have 5
That's it.
pages of the worst technical, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not exaggerating.
Yep.
The nebula, the black hole, we have to what do
Yep.
you say, Anthony? What do you say,
Yep.
Lieutenant? And I get you. Now, Lieutenant Paris, set a course. What do you think the course should be? What?
Very true. But yes, but if he did have lines, it was always, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's about it.
You were positive until the end. Yes, ma'am. We had Chakotay going.
Well, we don't need to go there. We don't need to go where it's Chakotay, but no, we already know about that one. Yes, Robert.
There's children in the audience. You can't say the things Chakotay said.
Oh. huh?
Yeah, I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia, the South, and I was raised to say yes, ma'am.
Right.
That's where it came from.
I get it.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a Southern thing.
Yeah, it's a Southern thing.
Yeah. Now back to our weight issues. Kate, did you know this happened? In the episode called Demon, Robbie and I were on this alien planet where we're wearing our spacesuits. We come across this liquid pool of liquid, whatever, and I touch it, and this liquid gets into my suit. So all of a sudden you hear the computer say, life support is ending in 1 minute. And so then Robbie is helping me back to the shuttle, and then his life support gets compromised. And the writers, to get us back for anything they saw was wrong, such as our excessive weight, they wrote in the actual script where Robbie goes, do me a favor. I go, what's that, Tom? If we make it back alive, Harry, promise me that you'll work out. These were the lines. Do you remember? They wrote this. I called up Brandon Braga, Kate, and I said, how dare you put this in the script? And he said, well, if you and McNeil continue on your eating ways, we'll have to change the name of the show to Star Trek Voyager, Pigs in Space. Do you remember that one?
Yeah. And I was like, bring it on.
Oink, oink.
Come on.
Well, let's talk about the more serious, dignified aspects.
Yes, let's talk about that.
Just give us a minute. How impossible were you guys to me? Why don't you tell them the truth? Why don't you tell them the truth how impossible you guys were? Every Friday night.
I was so professional. I was dedicated to the work. I was
And
there
the book.
to work. At work.
They would wait until it was my close-up. Probably 3 o'clock in the morning. Wouldn't you say Saturday morning? I'm talking
Possibly,
about.
sure.
There was no turnaround from Friday to Saturday because. Tell us why you're a producer now.
Yeah, there's no turnaround because we can work the actors
With
a long
impunity.
time with impunity. Yes, there's no penalty.
So we often shot into the wee hours of Saturday morning. And they would cover all of the gentlemen first. Yes, of course. Ensign Kim and all his glory. Lieutenant Paris, beautiful at the helm. Chakotay, 2 o'clock. They'd wait till 3:30, 4 o'clock to put the camera on. Oh, Captain Janeway. And then they would start. And
Well,
what would you do?
Well, I was so drunk I can't remember.
He was drunk. Tuvok was naked. For 7 seasons. Was he or was he not in that blue bathrobe, which he dropped at midnight?
He did. Kate, why are you spreading rumors like that?
Wish they were rumors.
We had a lot of fun. We were a very
Great fun.
childish group, for sure.
We weren't so childish.
Oh, we were silly.
I don't know what you mean. Yeah, we had great fun. He was outrageous. You were. But you were.
This is the advantages of being the director of Trek Track. I can get the best photos possible. God, you guys look great. Thank you.
You do?
Yeah.
Wasn't there speaking of photos, wasn't there some photo war going on with Tim Russ? Didn't he take a picture of his rear end or something and put it in your trailer? Don't I recall? Wasn't there? Don't you remember this?
What show were you on?
I'm telling you. Didn't Tim put a photo of something?
That was nothing.
No, this is a true story.
Well, you should know everything. You were right across from me. You were
I
2
know.
feet
He
away.
was busy reading his book, Kate. I mean, that was...
I saw many things, ladies and gentlemen, that had nothing to do with Star Trek.
Kate and I had, they have trailers for the actors to get dressed and things. And Kate and I, for some reason, our trailers faced each other. The front door of our trailers faced each other on one side of the stage, and then there was kind of all the other actors were together on another area. So
We were together.
Yeah, we were together.
Separate from the rest.
Separate but together.
Together, and yet somehow divided.
Yes.
But never apart, really.
Unified, but slightly at odds.
I never thought of it in such deep term.
I did.
Really.
Oh, but I did.
So we saw everything, Kate and I, in our personal lives.
You had a baby every 2 seconds. I kept saying, snap out of it. He'd open his door, there'd be another baby. Little infant. Have you met my youngest? I said, your youngest? You just had a baby last month. How many do you have? How many
I have
children?
3 children, only 3.
You have 33 children.
I don't have 33 children.
And one more adorable than the next. His daughter, Taylor, a beauty, a great beauty.
She is. My daughter was a baby.
I think we should do something with Taylor and my son, Alec.
Oh, excuse us.
Honey. We'll broker this deal later. Depends on how the weekend goes.
She was 4 years old when the show started. Taylor was,
my daughter was 4. So
She,
21 now.
it was so cute. One day, Robbie's daughter Taylor comes to the set and she's wearing the red Captain Janeway costume. I don't know if you remember this. And her best friend or their neighbor's friend, Jesse, was wearing the gold.
This is not very interesting to them.
This is a great story.
No, it's a good story.
So the bottom line is he's wearing the gold outfit, and Robbie comes over, and Taylor goes like, "I'm Captain Janeway," and then Robbie looks at the friend Jesse and says, "Who are you, Tuvok?" And he looks up and he's like, "No, I'm Anson Kim." And I go, "Yeah."
Garrett was so proud.
I was so happy. I've never been more happy for
He tells that story wherever he goes. We had a great time, you guys.
We did.
There were some moments, of course, because we worked hard. Well,
Some of you worked hard.
Look, we goofed around a lot, all right? We did the river dance for you. Do you remember that? All 4 of us, the men.
Yes,
You
we were
loved
always
that.
trying to amuse.
We were trying to amuse her. She was like the queen and we were the court jesters. Look at this, we can dance. It's cute.
I also think the crew, we had so much fun, the cast of Voyager, we had so much fun, but by the end, I think the crew was like, just say the word. They were really tired of our...
Well, Beltran was the funniest. He'd emerged from a coma to which he'd slipped for 5 years.
Yes.
And he'd do Burt Lancaster for 4 hours.
Yeah, he would. Yeah. Yeah, Beltran does incredible impressions.
And you do the river dance?
We did the river dance.
Yeah.
The comm badge toss. Our comm badges were actually plastic attached by Velcro. So one day I walk up to McNeil and I grab it, take it off, and I stand back and I threw it and it landed and stuck back on. So then I step back a little further, I do the same thing. And Kate's watching the whole thing. She's,
Move aside, let me try.
All right, stop. Wait. Ladies and gentlemen, is that even close? Just tell me. How horrifying.
it's only because I love you. You know that. That's why I do that accent.
Oh yes, it feels like deep love. Now I want you to know, then we should start taking some questions.
I know, we should.
And I gave you your directorial debut.
Yes.
I gave him his first shot, so
She did.
you can tell us.
Kate, you know, when we first started at Voyager, I had wanted to direct, and I worked very hard observing and things like that. But second season, there was an opportunity, a slot opened up, and Kate, it was a big episode for Kate. And they were
Sacred Ground.
Sacred Ground was the episode. And they needed a director, and I know Kate really supported me when the producers were considering me to direct that slot. She stepped up and really supported me directing particularly that episode. She pushed for me.
I paid you.
And then I paid Kate. But it was a great experience.
I had a great time.
Yeah, it was a lot.
And then you were off to the races. You're a natural. Great, great director. Great, great gambler. Now, are there any questions from the audience?
I won your money. Remember?
You wanted
My man? Yes,
Yes, I
honey.
want Bennett.
Oh, there he is over there. Hello, Bennett. Wave.
Bennett.
Connie and Joni, where are you? Wave. Oh, we could just spend hours to stay.
Let's keep talking and talking.
We would like to take a couple of questions if you have any. Do you have
There's
any?
some microphones here.
There's a mic here?
Mic right here, so just
Come on up to the mic. There you are,
Right
yes.
here.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
My question is for Kate. What is your opinion on the Flemeth phenomenon? And is there any word on if there's going to be a Dragon Age 3 with you in it?
Well, it went off the charts. You know that, don't you?
Pardon?
It's a hugely successful video game.
Yes, and that's why I'm asking about the Flemeth phenomenon.
Yeah, I think I stepped into a puddle of real honey there. And the reason is because there's no camera. The liberty and the joy of just being in a booth with an engineer and a voice that you're making up from the bowels of hell is nothing but bliss. And that she could emerge was a great thing. Do you guys do voiceovers? This is a video game I did. Did you ever see it?
What's the name of the
No. What is
Dragon Age, and it's. I play infinite sort of darkness. I play what I play in life.
There are many theories about what your character actually is, and that's why I'm wondering if number 3 is coming out anytime soon.
It is coming. I'll let you know.
Kate, while we were on the show, I remember Kate came up to me one day and she said,
Garrett, this is how you set yourself up. Remember, voiceovers. That's the...
you told me that even back then.
Cartoon voiceovers.
I told you like that. Who could possibly take me Commander seriously? Red alert. Go to war time. We are lost in an uncharted part of the universe. No, Kim?
Okay, I'll work on it.
Yes, madam.
Kate, you are my favorite captain. You are my captain.
Thank you.
Yes,
I wanted to
ma'am.
ask you, how did you feel about being given the Lothario role? Basically hitting on every single female you ever saw until you got with Milan.
It's a tough job. It's a tough job. I gotta be honest with you. All these beautiful alien women having to make love with them, romance them.
Trying for it. You were a practicing Christian.
It wasn't easy, but I did it for Starfleet. Hello.
Kate, my question is for you. When you were here 2 years ago, you announced that you've gotten a chance to play the free role of Cleopatra at the Guthrie Theater. Since you've gotten a chance to do that, what's next for you? Is there another role that you'd really like to play, or where are you going with that?
That was a great dream that came true. But I broke my foot. It's an unending list. It's an unending bucket list for every actress who loves the theater. I have never done Chekhov. There's a new play in New York called Extraordinary People that I've workshopped 4 times, and I'd love to have it come to Broadway. But all of that stuff is very iffy. But I've got my eye on that one. Yes. Thank you.
My question is for all 3 of you. Which person is your favorite character besides yourselves?
On Voyager? On Voyager?
She's on to us.
I think Tom Paris was the only character on Voyager, as far as I know.
Well, Captain Janeway, clearly Captain Janeway was the only one who could. I love you.
Aww.
And I love you.
Oh, it's a Barney song.
I love Tim Russ. I adored Bob Picardo. John Ethan in the kitchen. Roxanne in science. She was lovely. In the beginning. I love them all. And I even liked Jerry Ryan, although everybody likes to say I didn't. The only reason I had a problem with it was because she was such a obviously sexy knockout. You'd have a problem too.
Boy, I had such problems with her, Kate.
Yeah.
Oy.
They didn't give you that plot line.
Robbie, who's your favorite character, man?
My favorite character. have to say, I think I would. I think I have to say Captain Janeway. No, I think I would say Captain Janeway.
Oh,
What a great
no.
role that was. I mean, aside from the fact that Kate was the first female Starfleet captain, which was historic. I mean, really was historic. But the variety of stories that her character got to go through, I
Don't
thought was
forget.
wonderful.
Did we or did we not have a love story?
We did have a love story.
You laugh. Have you produced 33 lizards in a turbolift? You haven't lived. Do you believe that storyline?
And you know, they have grown so much, those little lizards. Time just flies with lizards. Lizard children.
They're off to Columbia soon.
My favorite character was B'Elanna Torres because she's the only character that was able to perform magic. Because if you watch the first season, for some reason she was magically able to make her bumps go less and less and less per season. She was a magician.
Who would you want to be?